Welcome. This is not just a video. This is your wake-up call. This is a mirror. And today, you will see yourself clearly, maybe for the first time in years. Because deep down, you know the truth. You're not living at your full power. You're distracted. You're scattered. You're tired. You keep trying. But something always pulls you away. Another notification, another excuse, another day wasted. But let me say this loud and clear. You were not born to be average. You were not born to scroll, doubt, compare, and give up. You were born with a mission, a fire, a reason. And if you don't fight for your future, if you don't focus, you will die with your potential still locked inside you. You think you have time, but look around. How many dreams are buried in graveyards? How many tomorrows never came? How many lives ended before they truly began? Today is not just a day. It's a second chance. It's a call from the universe to wake up, lock in, and go all in on your goals before it's too late. I'll show you how to focus on your goals. Even when life gets hard, these 10 tips are more than enough to change your focus, your mindset, and your future, if you truly apply them. So if you're ready, if you're tired of watching others win while you stay stuck, then listen closely, because I'm going to show you how to build unshakable focus, even in the middle of chaos. And we begin with the one thing that changes everything. 1. Find your reason. Forget discipline. Forget motivation. If you don't know why you're doing something, you will never stay focused. Let me ask you, what's your reason? Not the fake one you tell people. Not the one that sounds cool. The real one. The one that keeps you up at night. The one that brings tears to your eyes when no one's watching. Maybe you want to make your parents proud. Maybe you want to break the cycle of poverty. Maybe you want to give your child the life you never had. Maybe you just want to look in the mirror and say, I didn't waste my life. That reason is your fuel. Because when things get hard, and they will, your brain will try to quit. And in that moment, you need to remember your reason so deeply that quitting becomes more painful than pushing forward. Real example. There was a girl from a poor village. No electricity, no internet. She studied under a streetlight because she had no lamp at home. She wanted to become a doctor. Why? Because her mother died, not from a disease, but from not having money to reach a hospital. So she made a promise to herself. I will never let another mother die because of poverty. And every time she felt like giving up, every time her body was tired, she remembered her mother's face. That was her reason. That was her fuel. And today, she saves lives. So now ask yourself, what's your reason? Write it, speak it, feel it, because without it, focus will break. But with it, you become a machine. You don't need motivation. You move because your why is louder than your pain. 2. Focus on the most important task. Let's be honest. Most people don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because they're busy doing the wrong things. You clean your desk, you check email, you scroll, you make to-do lists. But none of those move you closer to your goal. Here's the truth. One focused hour on the most important task is worth more than 10 hours of random effort. So what should you do? Every morning, just before touching your phone, ask this. If I could only do one thing today that would move me closer to my dream, what would it be? Then do only that. No distractions, no multitasking, no excuses. This is called deep work, and it's where greatness is born. Example, there was a man who worked as a security guard. Night shifts, no money, no support. But every night, from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m., He studied code, just one thing, just one skill. While others watched movies, he focused. While others slept, he built. 2 years later, he quit that job. Today, he's a software engineer because he focused on the most important task every day without fail. So you have to ask yourself, are you just being busy or are you being effective? Do you want progress or just the illusion of it? Because the person who focuses on the one thing that matters each day will always beat the person doing 50 useless things. Bruce Lee once said, "I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times." This shows the power of focusing on one important thing every day, with full dedication. 3. Set your priorities. Let me tell you the truth. Most people are not tired because they're doing too much. They're tired because they are doing too much of the wrong things. You say you want to become successful. You say you want to focus on your goals. But when we look at your day, it's full of everything except your goal. You reply to every message. You say yes to every plan. You do things just to make others happy. You please everyone, except yourself. And this is how dreams die, not with failure, but with distraction. What does setting priorities actually mean? It means you stop treating everything as important and start protecting the things that truly matter. It means asking yourself, is this task getting me closer to my goal or just keeping me busy? Let me show you something powerful. Take a pen. Draw 3 circles. 1. In the first circle, write down all the things you want to do. 2. In the second circle, write down what you're currently doing every day. 3. In the third circle, write your goal. Now compare them. If your daily actions do not match your goal, you will never get there. It's not magic. It's not destiny. It's math. You have 24 hours, just like every successful person. But they say no more than they say yes. They don't waste time proving themselves to others. They don't chase everything. They chase one thing, and they give it everything they have. Steve Jobs once said, "People think focus means saying yes to the thing you want to do, but it actually means saying no to 100 other things." So, here's what you need to do right now. Write down your top 3 priorities. Remove anything that's not serving them, and stop apologizing for focusing on your dreams. You don't need to do it all. You just need to do what matters. Every single day. Because when your life is filled with noise, your goals become a whisper. But when you cut the noise, your purpose becomes a roar. Calculate your time. I want you to really listen to this part, because this, right here, has changed lives. You say you don't have time, but the truth is, you don't even know where your time goes. Let's do a quick test. Imagine your life is a bank account. Every day you are given 24 hours. That's 1,440 minutes. That's 86,400 seconds. And every second, you're spending it on something. But here's the twist. You can never get that time back. Once it's gone forever. Now tell me, where did your time go yesterday? How many hours on social media? How long talking about other people's lives? How many minutes overthinking, comparing, waiting? You think you're stuck, but really, you're just misusing your time. Let me give you a deep, real-world example. There's a man who works 12 hours a day. He has 2 kids. He travels 2 hours daily. But every night, after putting his kids to sleep, he sits with a notebook. He writes, he learns, he builds, just 1 hour a night, but every single night. Now, 5 years later, that 1 hour a day built him a new life. He escaped his 9 to 5. He built a business. He became free. Not because he had more time, but because he used his time. Now ask yourself, where is your time going? If you spend 3 hours a day on Instagram, that's 1,095 hours a year. That's 45 full days. What if you use that time to learn a skill, to practice public speaking, to build your dream, to exercise, read, work, grow? You could change your entire life in 45 days. Time is not the problem. Your choices are. So here's what I want you to do. Track your time for 3 days. Write down everything, every hour. Identify your time wasters, not just the obvious ones, even small ones, like 15-minute scrolls that add up. Block your calendar like your life depends on it, because it does. Set a timer, turn off notifications, close the door, put your phone away. Work like it's your last chance, because it just might be. 5. Use your power hours. Let me tell you a truth no one told us in school. Your brain is not equally powerful all day. There are hours in the day when your mind is sharp like a sword. And there are hours when you're like a tired sponge, absorbing nothing. We all have power hours, the 1 to 3 hours of the day when our brain is at its absolute best. But most people? They waste those hours on Instagram, emails, scrolling through reels, or thinking about things that don't matter. They give the best version of their mind to things that give them nothing back. And then, when it's evening and their brain is tired, that's when they try to work on their dream. That's why it doesn't work. So, what should you do? Discover your power hours. Ask yourself, when do I feel most alive? When do ideas come easily? When do I feel fast, clear, and focused? For many people, it's early morning, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. For others, it's night, when the world is quiet. Find your peak time. Track it for a week. Don't assume. Observe yourself. Protect that time like your life depends on it. Imagine this. You're the CEO of a billion-dollar company. Would you waste your most important meeting hours chatting about memes? No, so why treat your dreams any less seriously? In your power hours, turn off your phone, lock your room, block all distractions, set a timer. Do the one thing that moves your goal forward. Whether it's writing, planning, studying, building, designing, do it when your brain is on fire. Because what you can do in one focused hour during your power time is 10 times more effective than what you do in 5 distracted hours later. Let's make it practical. You wake up at 6 a.m. Most days, the first thing you do is grab your phone. You scroll, you text, you reply. And suddenly, it's 8 a.m. You've used your most powerful brain hours on things that took you nowhere. Now imagine this. You wake up, no phone, you sit down, and for 2 hours, you write, you plan, you create, you work on your dream. By 8 a.m., before the world even wakes up, you're already ahead. You already built something. You already made progress. And your mind feels powerful. That's the power of using your power hours. And the best part? You don't need 8 hours a day. You need just 1 or 2 at full focus every single day. Do this for 90 days, and your life will not be the same. 6. Procrastination is the worst. Let me say this clearly. Procrastination is not a small problem. It's not a cute habit. It's not, I'm just lazy today. It's a slow death. It's a thief. And every day you procrastinate, it steals your future. But you don't feel it immediately. It doesn't hurt like a punch. It's quiet, silent, software, and that's why it's deadly. Let me show you how it works in real life. You wake up, you feel tired, you tell yourself, I'll start after breakfast. Then you say, maybe after lunch. Then it's 4 p.m. You say, okay, I'll start at 5 sharp. 5 p.m. comes. You say, I'll just watch one video first. Suddenly it's night. You go to bed, and your dream? Still waiting, still untouched, still in the same place it was yesterday. That's how life passes. One excuse at a time. Why do we procrastinate? Because we wait for the perfect mood. We wait for motivation. We wait to feel ready. But you will never feel perfectly ready. You will never feel 100% confident. You will always feel some doubt, some fear, some resistance. So here's the truth. If you want to win in life, you must learn to act before you feel ready. If you wait to feel like it, you'll wait forever. If you wait until the fear disappears, you'll never move. How to destroy procrastination? The 5-second rule. The moment your brain says, I should do this. Count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and move. Stand up, open the book, open the laptop, start writing, begin. Why does it work? Because your brain is fast. It will come up with excuses in seconds, so you must act before the excuses arrive. Make it stupidly simple to start. Don't say, I'll study for 2 hours. Say, I'll just open the book and read 1 page. Because starting is the hardest part. Once you start, energy comes. Momentum builds. 1 page becomes 5. 5 becomes 10. It's like going to the gym. The hardest part is not lifting weights. It's putting on your shoes and stepping out the door. But once you start, you feel better. You feel alive. And you think, why did I wait so long? Remind yourself what it's costing you. Every time you procrastinate, you're not just wasting time. You're delaying your dream, delaying your confidence, delaying the life you want to live. Ask yourself, if I don't take action today, what will my life look like in 5 years? That pain, that vision of a future you don't want, use it. Let it push you. Let it wake you up. Because procrastination is not about laziness. It's about fear. And when you face it, you break the chain. 7. A healthy mind lies in a healthy body. Let me ask you something simple. Can you drive a car if the engine is broken? Can you focus on your dreams if your body is tired, your stomach is heavy, your head is foggy, and your energy is low? Of course not. Your body is your first home, not your house, not your room, your body. And if you don't take care of it, your dreams will slowly die. Not because you're lazy, but because your energy can't carry them. Let's break it down clearly. You eat junk food all day. Your brain becomes slow. You sleep at 2 a.m. every night. Your mind becomes cloudy. You don't move your body. Your confidence goes down. You keep sitting for hours. Your motivation dies. This is not motivation talk. This is science. This is real life. If your body is tired, your brain can't focus. If your digestion is weak, your thinking is weak. If your body is full of sugar, your mind is full of noise. Now you might say, I'll focus on my health later. Let me just work on my goals now. But let me be honest with you. You won't reach your goals if your body gives up halfway. What good is success if your back hurts every day? What good is money if your energy is gone by 12 p.m.? So now here's what you must do if you truly want to become focused and unstoppable. Sleep like it's your superpower. Sleep is not laziness. It's your brain's way of charging itself. When you sleep 6 to 8 hours deeply, your brain clears waste, resets focus, stores memory, and sharpens attention. Don't scroll at midnight. Don't sacrifice your brain for Instagram. Protect your sleep like a treasure. Move your body daily. You don't need a gym. You don't need expensive clothes. You just need your legs, your lungs, and 15 to 30 minutes of movement. Walk, run, do yoga, dance, stretch. When you move your body, you release powerful chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. They improve your mood, reduce stress, and skyrocket your ability to focus. Eat to win, not just to fill your stomach. Stop feeding your body like a trash bin. Eat clean. Eat light. Fruits, vegetables, water, natural foods. Less sugar, less fried food, less junk. You can't build your dreams with a broken machine. And your body is the machine that runs everything. You say you can't focus on your work, but you haven't drunk water since morning. You skipped breakfast. You had chips and soda for lunch. You slept 4 hours. How can you expect focus from a tired, underfed, dehydrated brain? It's not you, it's your habits. And the moment you change those habits, your brain will wake up like it was sleeping for years. So next time you feel tired or distracted, don't blame yourself. Check your body first. Because no matter how big your dream is, you still live inside a body. And if your body breaks, your focus breaks too. 8. Create a balance between your pain and enjoyment. Listen closely. This part is going to be very raw, because this is where people really lose control of their focus. Most people live in extremes. They either chase only pleasure, parties, reels, food, gossip, comfort, or they live in constant pain, overwork, stress, burnout, depression. But life was never meant to be lived at one extreme. You can't stay only in pain. You'll break. You can't stay only in pleasure. You'll rot. So here's the truth. You must balance both. You must build a life where pain becomes your teacher and pleasure becomes your reward. Let's break this down clearly. A. Use pain to build discipline. You don't want to wake up early. You don't want to say no to junk food. You don't want to focus on one hard task. You don't want to sit down and study. That's okay. But here's what you must understand. The more you avoid pain, the more your dreams avoid you. Discipline feels painful in the moment, but it gives you something better later. Confidence, freedom, pride, power. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is a signal that you are growing. So learn to sit in discomfort. Learn to say, yes, this is hard, but I will do it anyway. And over time, your brain stops seeing it as pain. It starts seeing it as power. B. Use enjoyment to heal, not escape. Now here's where most people get it wrong. They don't rest. They escape. After a little work, they binge on food, on videos, on distractions. Not because they're tired, but because they don't want to face their goal. That's not enjoyment. That's avoidance. True enjoyment means you do your hard work first. Then you reward yourself with rest, nature, music, laughter, food, love. It's about earning your pleasure. When you live like this, pain becomes meaningful, pleasure becomes beautiful, and this balance gives you something powerful. Sustainable focus. Let's bring this to daily life. Imagine this routine. Morning. You wake up, you do 2 hours of deep focused work. Afternoon. You eat clean, walk, breathe. Evening. You do another 1 hour of focused work. Night. You relax, listen to music, talk to someone you love. Watch one episode of your favorite show. With peace. Now compare this to wake up late. Watch reels while eating breakfast. Half-focused work. Constant distractions. Guilt builds up. At night, binge eating and Netflix for 3 hours to escape your guilt. Sleep late. Repeat. Which one is success? Which one is self-love? Which one builds a future? The answer is clear. 9. Remove toxic triggers. Let's begin with a brutal truth. Your mind is not weak. Your dream is not dead. Your focus is not broken. You're just surrounded by triggers that are poisoning your ability to think. And what's worse? Most of these triggers look normal. They hide in your phone, in your habits, in your environment, even in your relationships. But slowly, silently, they are killing your focus from the inside out. Let me break it down clearly, like no one ever has. What is a trigger? A trigger is anything that pulls your mind away from what really matters. It doesn't shout. It whispers. It distracts. It drains your energy in small drops until there's nothing left for your goal. Triggers don't say, don't chase your dream. They say, just check your phone real quick. Let's scroll for 5 minutes. You can start later. You need to relax first. Everyone else is ahead of you anyway. Sounds familiar? Now think about this. Every time you hear or see one of those triggers, your focus resets to 0. Your mental state shifts. Your motivation drops. Your plan delayed again. It's not your willpower. It's your surroundings. It's the triggers in your daily environment that silently own your attention. Let's get real. Where are these triggers hiding? A. Your phone, the most addictive trigger. Be honest. How many times do you unlock your phone without thinking? Once an hour? Twice? No. Studies show most people touch their phones 2,000 to 3,000 times a day. You may say, I use it for work. But check your screen time. Look at how much time is spent on Instagram, YouTube, short videos, messages, scrolling random things that don't improve your life at all. These are mental landmines. They're stealing your time, not by force, but by habit. And it's not just about time. It's about mental clarity. After 30 minutes of scrolling, try to read 1 page of a book. Try to focus on your business plan. Try to think clearly. You can't. Your brain is scattered. You've been triggered into a state of constant stimulation. Where focus dies. B. Your environment. What you see. What you do. Your room matters. Your desk matters. Your surroundings are either making you powerful or pulling you into chaos. Let's say you walk into a room, and here's what you see. Clothes lying around, snacks on the table, your phone blinking, music playing, half-done tasks all over the place. Now tell me, can you really sit and do deep, focused work in that space? No, because what your eyes see, your mind reacts to. Your environment is constantly triggering your behavior. So if your space is full of noise, mess, and stimulation, your focus becomes shaky, weak, and distracted. You can't build mental clarity in physical clutter, and this is why smart people protect their surroundings. Clean room, organized desk, phone away, clear visual space. It's not just neatness, it's neural protection. C. People, the silent energy leaks. This one hurts, but you need to hear it. There are people around you who may seem harmless, but every time they talk to you, you feel doubt, guilt, comparison, negativity, confusion. They question your goals. They joke about your focus. They make you feel stupid for working hard. They send you memes when you're trying to focus. And slowly, they become emotional triggers. You're not just wasting time talking to them. You're wasting mental energy recovering from what they said. Focus is not just about doing the work. It's about protecting the mental space that allows you to do the work. And sometimes, that means distancing yourself from people who drain your attention, even if they're close. How to remove toxic triggers. Step by step, let's make it real and practical. Trigger audit. Take a pen. Draw 3 columns. 1. What breaks my focus daily? 2. Where is it coming from? 3. How can I remove or reduce it? Be honest. Write things like Instagram in the morning, delay of 1 hour. Phone near bed, can't sleep early. TV on in background, weak concentration. Negative friend, kills my motivation. Once you see it on paper, it becomes real. Then it becomes changeable. Remove or block. This is not about being perfect. It's about being strategic. Put your phone in another room when working. Block distracting apps during power hours. Keep your desk clean and intentional. Use noise-canceling headphones. Tell people, I'm working from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Please don't message unless urgent. Protect your mental environment like it's your last asset, because in a way, it is. Replace the trigger. You don't just remove triggers, you replace them. If you remove distractions but leave a void, your mind will get bored and run back. So replace. Scrolling with journaling, gossip with planning, noise with calm music, comparison with self-check-ins. Give your mind a better option, and it will follow. 10th fall. In love with boring repetition. Let's stop pretending. Let's tell the truth. Achieving any meaningful goal in life is not glamorous. It's not exciting. It's not viral. It's boring. And it's repetitive. Day after day. Same actions, same routine, same grind. When nobody's watching. When no one claps. When no one cares. And this, right here, is where most people break. Because the world taught you to chase motivation, inspiration, energy, newness. But focus? Real, lasting focus? It's built in silence, in boredom, in the daily repetition of simple tasks that feel small, but stack up like bricks into a castle. Let's get real. What does repetition look like in daily life? Writing 500 words every morning, even when you're not in the mood. Practicing the same speech for the 10th time, even when you're bored of it. Going for your walk or workout, even when the weather is dull. Opening your book again and again, even when your mind wanders. Reading the same paragraph twice to understand it fully. Planning your next day every night, even if it feels robotic. This is the boring work that builds brilliance. But here's what most people do. They start with excitement. They push for 1 week. And then they stop. Because it doesn't feel exciting anymore. Let me ask you something real. Did your parents feel excited every day when they went to work to feed you? Did your mother wait for motivation to cook? Did your father need fireworks to pay the bills? No, they did it because it was necessary. Because it was their responsibility. Now your goal, your dream, it's your responsibility. Not your hobby, not your mood, not your fantasy. It's your mission. And missions are built on commitment, not excitement. But why does repetition work so powerfully? Because repetition rewires your brain. Each time you do the same task with focus, you build a habit loop, you reduce resistance, you increase confidence, you create momentum. Suddenly, what was hard becomes natural. What was scary becomes automatic. What felt impossible becomes your identity. That's how athletes train. That's how musicians master. That's how creators succeed. Not with one big burst of effort, but with small daily actions done with insane consistency. Let's take the most ordinary task, brushing your teeth. You do it every day, without motivation, without music, without applause. Why? Because it's part of who you are now. You don't wake up and say, I don't feel inspired to brush my teeth today. You just do it, because repetition has made it automatic. Now imagine if you treated your goal like that. Imagine if working on your dream became just as automatic as brushing your teeth. No debate, no emotion, just daily repetition. That's when your power begins. Because now, you're not working on your goal when you feel like it. You're working on it because you've become the kind of person who does the work. The secret? Boredom is a sign of growth. If you're bored, good. It means you're doing the hard part. You're leaving the world of dopamine and distraction and entering the world of mastery and purpose. So don't quit when it feels boring. Lean in, smile, and say, this is where I grow stronger than everyone else. Because most people quit at boredom. And if you don't, you win. I know life gets hard. I know your mind gets tired. I know some days you feel like giving up. But listen to me. You are stronger than you think. You are not alone. I am with you. This channel is with you. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You just needed the truth. You just needed the right direction, and now you have it. So don't stop here. Don't wait. Start now. Focus hard, and never give up. Your dream is real. Your future is waiting. And I promise, if you stay with me, we will grow together. We will win together. We will change your life, one step at a time. So subscribe now, join this journey, and I'll see you in the next video. Let's do this together.